from bivariate techniques to multivariate techniques. Our resource person for the day is Dr. Hamendra Dangi, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. Today, Sir will discuss about logistic regression and sentiment analysis with SPSS. I will now take the opportunity to introduce Sir. Dr. Hamendra Dangi is presently Associate Professor in Department of Commerce, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. Former to this, Sir was Assistant Professor in Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi. He did his PhD from Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi. He was a gold medalist in 2001 for his graduation. His areas of interest includes business research, business analytics, analytical marketing, and disaster relief chain. He has been the author of several books in the area of business research. He has also been the author of more than 30 research papers published in reputed journals. Sir has been awarded with Maharana Mewar Foundation Awards, Udaipur in 2002. Sir has also been the resource person for various faculty development programs and workshops organized by various reputed institutes, namely Delhi School of Management, Delhi Technological University of Delhi, the Center for Professional Development in Higher Education, University of Delhi, Rajkumar Goyal Institute of Technology, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, Rukmani Devi Institute of Advanced Studies, Delhi, Mohanlal Sukhadia University, Udaipur, and many more. He has been the domain expert in a team constituted to prepare report titled A Study of the Effectiveness of the National Tracking System for Missing and Vulnerable Children on the direction of Honorable Supreme Court of India. He has been the committee member of project titled Community Capacity Building Program of National Disaster Response Force under the direction of Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, and the list is endless. We welcome you, sir, and request you to start the session.
Thank you very much, Parulji. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so very much for your kind introduction. And at the outset, I also thank Dr. Kamalji ji and Pankaj ji for giving this wonderful opportunity to interact the participant in this online mode. And this technology has created some challenges, but at the same time facilitated also. So I was just wondering when Parulji was saying that shall we wait for another 3-4 minutes, and those 3-4 minutes looks no time. While in the physical mode, had it been a easily 9:30 lecture schedule, this would have been 9:45 or 10. I mean, that's the kind of transformation that has happened. And I'm also wondering whether if I had to go to Ramanujan College to deliver lecture at 9:30, it would have been really challenge in the such a cold environment of Delhi. So technology has both the sides, and we are witnessing this. So thank you very much for Ramanujan College for inviting me for this particular lecture. And I must compliment the organizer here, Kamalji ji and Pankaj ji. They think through the program much in advance, and they gave all the liberty to the to the speakers that what topic they would like to speak, and the entire schedule was being shared much in advance. I think almost a month back, or even more than that, we were having an idea that this is the window in which the workshop or this FDP is to be organized, and what topic we would like to discuss and on what day and what time. So thank you very much for accommodating the demanding speakers request, because I understand organizing such a marathon lectures, and that too with a varied speaker, must be a very challenging task. So hats off to you, and my compliments to the entire team at Ramanujan College. As it has been read out or stated that the topic which I am likely to discuss today, or whatever little experience I have on these two topics, is one is the sentiment analysis and another is the logistic regression. Yesterday I had a conversation with Dr. Pankaj, and he narrated me that the kind of profile which the participant have. Unfortunately, I cannot have introduction because it's more than 144 participants. So humanly, that's not possible, except that the entire session is meant for the participation, introduction of the participant. But I'm thankful to the Pankaji that he briefed me the composition, the academic background, and their expectation and the modalities. So very well he briefed it. And what I could gather from his input was that it's a very or a very diverse batch in terms of the academic discipline of the participant. It's more like an orientation program wherein a lot of people from a different background are actually sharing their ideas and knowledge. So I reviewed whether the topic which I want to discuss is actually whether I'll be do justice to that topic or not. Luckily, I chose topic which was then when I think through, I realized that okay, this is something wherein I can connect with most of the participant. I won't claim that I can connect with all of them, but with most of the participant, I would be able to I'll try to be connect. So, and I just, with the permission of the organizer, I'll change the sequence. First, I'll be discussing sentiment analysis and then logistic regression post lunch because there is a reason, and I'll explain later why I changed the sequence from logistic to sentiment, and I'm discussing first sentiment and then logistic regression. Before I formally begin, I would also like to share my experience and my expectation of attending these orientation and refresher. And this I always quote, where do I go? Wherever I go, be it a CPDHE or JNU or any academic resource center I go, I always narrate my experience of attending the orientation and refresher program. So, and with this, I like to begin because I also attended a similar kind of orientation course and reflection course way back in 2011, 10, and 12, probably I remember. At that point of time, when that time I was working with FMS, and when we attended this particular refresher course or orientation course, and Dr. Kamaljeet would also recall his experience also that the typical mindset because I had at that point of time was 2010 is that why this orientation course wherein it has nothing to do with the management is being forced on us and one day somebody is talking about Tulsi Das, and other day somebody is talking about the political scenario, and third day talking about. And then I used to pick it up for the whether particular lecture from the management coming up, and then I used to be more forthcoming. So I got frustrated for a couple of days. For first few days, I got frustrated that it's just because of the UGC requirement. I don't know whether yes, it is there still that the orientation and refresher has to be done, right? And why UGC is forced us to attend these kind of lectures, which used to be for 21 days or 30 days. Then after doing attending lecture for 2-3 days, I realized one day when I was driving back, I thought, well, I like it or I don't like it. I'm going to be here for next 19 days or 17 days because 2 days already gone by. And I have been relieved from my department. They call it as a duty leave. So for next 19 days, I'm here. Now I have two options. I keep on creeping for another 19 days like this, that why I have to attend it and painfully attend all the lecture. Or second option is, let us accept that this is going to be the reality for next 19 days. So let's enjoy it. And from third day onwards, I started developing a positive perspective that whosoever is coming at on the other side must be having some knowledge. It cannot be a situation where the other person is entirely blank, right? So let me look at the positives and what can be extracted from that rather than cribbing that why I am forced to attend this. So that's the mindset which I changed. And I also realized one thing in those entire 19 days or 21 days program or 30 days program was I may not have understood how should I teach, but at the end of the workshop or this orientation, I understood that how should I not teach? Because I, as a participant, realized, well, boss, this is not the way I would like also to teach. So therefore, all my friends who are here and attending this particular lecture, and I would suggest these two things. One is for next 1 hour, 15 minutes or 1 hour, 30 minutes or whatever the remaining time, you are with us. Whether you like it or you don't like it, right? You have to electronically be with us, right? And I'm sure you cannot do anything other than this effectively. You can obviously do it mechanically, but effectively you cannot do it. So there are two approaches. You start cribbing the way I cribbed for 2 days, or you accept that this gentleman would share something and somewhere it would be related. And I can guarantee that it would be related. That's my promise. And I can check after my lecture. And number two, even if you don't relate, this is not the way one should teach, then take note of it. And make sure when you also go as a speaker, because most of you, I'm assuming, must be a faculty member, right? So when you go to the class, don't repeat my mistake that yeah, Dangi did this way. He should not have done this way. I would not repeat this. Even that would be learning. So with this note, I would like to discuss a technique called sentiment analysis, or for that matter, a text mining technique, because most of you are coming from varied background, and I am being told, not in an exact sense, but almost only Delhi University setup is only the commerce people or commerce student or the commerce participant is 10 to 15. Rest others are either coming from a different university or a different discipline. So in a way, it's good for me. The less is on the stake, because if you have to speak to your community, it's all the more challenging. But then I'm going to discuss how researchers are going to be changed in the COVID era, right? And how things are evolving, and how one particular technique, which is based on this text mining or machine learning, is going to be relevant in all the discipline. So prior to that, let me share my screen, and Parulji, if you could help in case my screen is being visible or not. Let me share the sound. I'm sharing the screen, and there I go. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Sir, we are
Yeah,
seeing.
Zoom platform must be visible, but then the screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Parulji, you have to help me because I'll be running certain video clips. In case the voice is not clear, you have to tell me, okay?
Sure,
Now,
sir.
now before starting my lecture, let me give you what do I understand by research approaches, my understanding of research approaches, because last 10 days a different expert would have shared their views, but let me share in my own way so that we all of us share the same sort of understanding. Pankaj also briefed me yesterday that Dr. Tanveer raised an hand. In case he wants to know something, please let me know. Uh, Pankaj told me that in case what mode you would like, whether you want uh, a question is to be asked in between or you would like to do it in end. I said I'm okay. I mean, I like interacting mode. So anybody who wants to make a comment in between, I am more than happy. Whatever best I can answer, I'll definitely answer. Parulji could ask Tanveerji if he or she wants to say something.
Sure, sir.
Otherwise,
Sir, we are working on it.
okay, no issue. Now, COVID has created a typical challenge that most of the time in social sciences, we collected data through surveys, through panels, right? Hardcore text data, I mean, numeric data is being collected. especially in the social sciences. That's what I can say. But the field work is literally impossible in the era of COVID. And even the whole approach of induction and deduction is also at the stack, right? So therefore, the things are changing, evolving, especially in the COVID era and post-COVID era. So therefore, what kind of research approaches are available these days and how they are likely to be changed? And the technique which I'm going to discuss with you guys, that is sentiment analysis, what type of research approach is more suitable to it? पारुल जी, उनका कुछ क्वेश्चन है या it was just by chance?
It is done, sir. Not relevant now.
Okay, not. So let me go to the exploratory study, and I'll be sharing a video file with you. Just a minute. So I'm